Once upon a time, nestled in a green and breezy valley, there lived three billy goat brothers named Little Billy Goat Gruff, Middle Billy Goat Gruff, and Big Billy Goat Gruff. They spent their days on a sunlit hillside, munching sweet grass, playing chase through the clover, and sipping cool water from a sparkling river that flowed nearby. The brothers were happy and carefree, always together and always smiling. Life was simple and peaceful, just the way they liked it. The grass on their side of the hill was soft and fresh, but across the river lay an even greener meadow, bursting with delicious clover and wildflowers. It seemed too good to resist. But one day, something changed. A dark shadow loomed beneath the old wooden bridge that led to the other side, and a deep, growly voice began to echo from below. Day by day, the goats noticed the grass growing thinner. At first, it was just a few bare patches, but soon every blade had vanished, eaten down to the roots. Their meadow was nothing but dry dirt and rock. Little Billy Goat Gruff's eyes widened in fear. "What will we do now?" he bleated. Middle Billy Goat Gruff looked around and spotted something, a bright green meadow on the other side of the river. "Over there! Look at all that grass!" he cried. Big Billy Goat Gruff nodded firmly. "We must cross the bridge." But their excitement faded as a shadow loomed in their minds. Everyone knew a terrible troll lived under that bridge, and he was always hungry. Little Billy Goat Gruff stepped forward, his tiny hooves trembling on the rocky slope. "I'll go first," he bleated, trying to sound brave. His heart thumped like a drum, but he started down the hill anyway. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop. Went his hooves over stones and twigs, each sound echoing louder as he neared the old wooden bridge. A breeze rustled the trees, but all he could hear was the steady rhythm of his steps. Just as he placed a hoof on the bridge, clippity-clop! A terrible growl rumbled up from beneath. Out leapt the troll, a monstrous beast with mossy green skin, bulging warts, and yellow eyes that glowed like lanterns. Thick drool dripped from his jagged teeth, and his claws scraped the wood with a scratch. "Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge?" he roared. Little Billy Goat Gruff froze, then quickly bleated, "Don't eat me." "I'm too small and scrawny. Wait for my big brother. He's much juicier." The troll licked his lips. "Humph. Fine. Be off with you." With a final clippity-clop, the little goat scampered across the bridge and into the sunlit meadow, safe at last. Little Billy Goat Gruff took a shaky breath and stepped forward. "I'll go first," he said, his voice small but steady. His hooves clattered against the rocky path as he trotted down the hillside. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop. The sound echoed through the quiet valley, louder than his heartbeat. The wind rustled the tall grass, and a bird chirped nervously as he approached the rickety wooden bridge. Below, the river gurgled and splashed over stones. Just as he placed one hoof on the bridge, wham! Out leapt the troll. He was hideous, his skin green and blotchy, covered in warts the size of mushrooms. Slime oozed from the corners of his crooked mouth, and yellow drool dripped from his jagged teeth. His claws were like rusty scythes, and his growl rumbled like thunder. "Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge?" he roared. "'Tis I, Little Billy Goat Gruff," the goat stammered, eyes wide. "I'm small and skinny, not worth your hunger. Wait for my brother, he's much bigger." The troll paused, drooling thoughtfully. "Fine," he grunted. "Be gone." Little Billy Goat Gruff scampered across the bridge. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop. Safe in the sunlit meadow, he let out a relieved bleat. Big Billy Goat Gruff strides across the bridge with slow, deliberate steps, his massive hooves thudding against the wood. Clump, clump, clump. Each step sends a tremor through the ground, a testament to his enormous size. His body is powerful and solid, muscles rippling beneath a thick coat of fur that gleams in the sunlight. The deep, worn creases in his skin tell of a life spent wandering wild and free, yet every inch of him exudes strength. His horns, thick as oak branches, curl gracefully upward in sharp spirals, their surface rugged and textured like ancient stone. With each movement they glisten menacingly, a symbol of his unshakable confidence. From beneath the bridge, the troll hears the sounds of his approach and rubs his hands together in anticipation. "Now this one's mine," the troll growls, his eyes flashing with hunger. He leaps onto the bridge with a wild, unsteady motion, his voice booming. "Stop! You cannot pass until you pay the toll." Big Billy Goat Gruff doesn't flinch. For a moment he simply lowers his head, eyes narrowing beneath the shadow of his great horns. The troll sneers, thinking he's won. But with a thunderous roar, the goat charges forward, his hooves pounding the bridge like the force of a storm, aiming directly at the troll. The troll lands in the river with a giant splash, its massive body creating ripples that send nearby fish leaping into the air. With a deafening roar, it flounders for a moment, thrashing against the current before being swept away into the dark waters below. As the last echoes of the troll's struggle fade, a quiet peace settles over the bridge. Comic note: he was never seen again, but some say he still swims in circles to this day. And so, the bridge is now safe forever, standing strong and proud, free from the menace that once haunted it. Travellers can cross without fear, knowing that the troll is lost to the depths. Or is he? Big Billy Goat. Gruff stepped confidently across the bridge, his hooves clopping gently on the wooden planks. At last, all three goats were together, united in the lush, beautiful meadow. The air was fresh with the scent of wildflowers, and the soft green grass stretched out as far as the eye could see. Tall trees swayed gently in the breeze, providing shade for the goats to rest under. Birds chirped happily, and butterflies fluttered about, adding splashes of colour to the peaceful scene. The goats spent their days grazing, playing tag, and basking in the warm sun, content and free. And the nasty old troll, he never bothered anyone again.